Abraham Lincoln was born in a log cabin. He taught himself how to read. He worked hard on a farm and later as a lawyer. Lincoln believed in honesty and hard work. He was a man of the people. He understood their struggles. In 1860, Lincoln became President of the United States. He faced a great challenge to keep the nation together. The country was divided over the issue of slavery. Lincoln believed slavery was wrong. He wanted to stop it from spreading. America in 1860 was a nation split in two. The southern states relied on slavery for their economy. They wanted to keep enslaved people as property. The northern states opposed slavery. They believed in freedom and equality for all people. The tension between the North and the South grew stronger. When Lincoln was elected, the southern states felt threatened. They feared Lincoln would abolish slavery altogether. This fear led to a fateful decision. The southern states seceded from the Union. The Civil War began. Abraham Lincoln became president during a time of great crisis. The nation was divided, and war was upon them. Lincoln was determined to preserve the Union. He believed that a nation divided against itself could not stand. He faced many challenges. He had to build an army. He had to find generals to lead it, and he had to keep the support of the people. Lincoln worked tirelessly. He met with his advisors. He wrote letters and gave speeches. He rallied the nation to fight for its survival. The Civil War was a long and bloody conflict. Battles raged across the country. Thousands of soldiers died on both sides. Lincoln made difficult decisions as commander-in-chief. He appointed generals, planned strategies, and oversaw the war effort. He faced setbacks and defeats, but he never gave up hope. He believed in the cause for which they fought. Lincoln's resolve and determination inspired the North. He held the Union together during its darkest hour. Section 5. A Beacon of Hope, the Emancipation Proclamation. As the war dragged on, Lincoln realized that slavery had to end. He issued the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863. This document declared that all enslaved people in Confederate states would be free. It was a turning point in the war. The Emancipation Proclamation gave the North a moral purpose. It also weakened the South by taking away their workforce. The proclamation was a testament to Lincoln's belief in equality. It was a promise of freedom for millions of enslaved African Americans. Section 6. Turning the Tide, Victories and Setbacks. The Civil War was a series of battles, some won, some lost. Lincoln faced each challenge with courage and determination. The Union victory at Gettysburg was a turning point. It gave the North a much-needed boost in morale. However, the war continued. Lincoln never wavered in his commitment to preserving the Union. He led with compassion and understanding, even in the face of adversity. His leadership inspired the nation to keep fighting for its ideals. Section 7. The Gettysburg Address, Words that Echo Through Time. In 1863, Lincoln delivered the Gettysburg Address. This short speech is one of the most famous in American history. Lincoln spoke of the sacrifices made by soldiers at Gettysburg. He reminded the nation of the importance of liberty and equality. His words, "Government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth," resonated deeply. The Gettysburg Address became a rallying cry for the Union. It reaffirmed the principles for which they were fighting. Section 8. A Nation's Resilience, the war's final year. The final year of the Civil War was a time of both hope and hardship. The North was closer to victory, but the cost of war was high. Lincoln continued to lead with strength and compassion. He knew that the nation needed to heal after the war ended. He worked towards a just and lasting peace. He wanted to reunite the country and rebuild what had been destroyed. Lincoln's leadership in the war's final year was crucial in setting the stage for reconciliation. Section 9. Victory and Loss, the End of the Civil War. In 1865, the Civil War finally came to an end. After 4 long and grueling years of conflict, the nation was ready to heal and move forward. The war had taken a heavy toll on both the Union and the Confederacy, with countless lives lost and communities devastated. The Union had been preserved and slavery was abolished. The Emancipation Proclamation, issued by President Abraham Lincoln in 1863, had paved the way for the freedom of millions of enslaved people. This monumental change marked a new chapter in American history. one that promised liberty and justice for all. Lincoln rejoiced in the victory, but he also mourned the tremendous loss of life. The Civil War had claimed the lives of over 600,000 soldiers, making it one of the deadliest conflicts in American history. The president often visited the graveyards and memorials, paying his respects to the fallen heroes who had fought so bravely. He knew that the nation had been through a terrible ordeal. The destruction left in the wake of the war was immense, with cities and towns in ruins and families torn apart. Lincoln understood that the process of rebuilding would be long and arduous, requiring the collective effort of all Americans. He called for unity and forgiveness in his second inaugural address. Delivered on March 4, 1865, Lincoln's speech emphasized the need for reconciliation and healing. He spoke of malice toward none and charity for all, urging the nation to come together and move beyond the bitterness of war. He urged Americans to bind up the nation's wounds. The president recognized the importance of compassion and support for those who had suffered during the conflict. He visited hospitals and spoke with soldiers, offering words of encouragement and hope for a brighter future. Lincoln's vision for the future was one of peace and reconciliation. He worked tirelessly with his advisors to develop plans for the reconstruction of the South, aiming to create a society where all citizens could live in harmony and prosperity. His leadership during this critical time was instrumental in shaping the nation's path forward. He wanted to rebuild the nation on a foundation of freedom and equality. Lincoln believed that the end of slavery was just the beginning of a new era of civil rights and social justice. He met with African American leaders and advocated for policies that would ensure equal opportunities for all, regardless of race. His legacy of courage and compassion continues to inspire generations to this day. Section 10. A Legacy Forged in Freedom, Lincoln's Enduring Impact. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, left an indelible mark on the nation and the world. His leadership during one of the most tumultuous times in American history has cemented his place as a pivotal figure in the fight for freedom and equality. Abraham Lincoln's legacy is one of freedom, unity, and equality. His journey from a humble log cabin in Kentucky to the highest office in the land is a testament to the American dream. Lincoln's vision for a united nation, free from the shackles of slavery, was revolutionary and transformative. He is remembered as one of the greatest presidents in American history. His leadership qualities, including his unwavering resolve, empathy, and moral clarity, set him apart. Lincoln's ability to communicate complex ideas in a way that resonated with the common man made him a beloved leader. Lincoln led the nation through its darkest hour and preserved the Union. The Civil War was a defining moment in American history, and Lincoln's steadfast leadership was crucial in navigating the country through this period of intense conflict and division. He abolished slavery and paved the way for a more just and equitable society. The Emancipation Proclamation, issued in 1863, was a bold and decisive move that changed the course of history. It not only freed millions of enslaved people, but also redefined the nation's values and principles. His words and actions continue to inspire people around the world. Lincoln's speeches, including the Gettysburg Address and his second inaugural address, are considered some of the most eloquent and powerful orations in American history. They continue to be studied and revered for their profound insights and timeless messages. He is a symbol of hope, courage, and the enduring power of democracy. The Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., stands as a tribute to his legacy and a reminder of the values he championed. It is a place of reflection and inspiration for millions of visitors each year. Lincoln's legacy reminds us that even in the face of great adversity, one person can make a difference. His life and achievements serve as a powerful example of how determination, integrity, and a commitment to justice can shape the course of history. As we reflect on his enduring impact, we are reminded of the importance of striving for a more just and equitable world. Section 11. Remembering Lincoln, His Words, His Legacy. Abraham Lincoln's story is a testament to the power of one person's belief in freedom and equality. Born in a humble log cabin in Kentucky, Lincoln's journey from a self-taught lawyer to the 16th President of the United States is nothing short of extraordinary. His life was marked by a relentless pursuit of knowledge and a deep-seated commitment to justice. He led with courage, compassion, and an unwavering commitment to preserving the Union. During the darkest days of the Civil War, Lincoln's leadership was a beacon of hope. He navigated the nation through its most perilous times, always with an eye toward healing and reconciliation. His ability to empathize with both friend and foe alike set him apart as a leader of unparalleled moral clarity. His words and actions continue to resonate today, reminding us of the importance of unity, justice, and the pursuit of a more perfect union. The Gettysburg Address, delivered in just 272 words, encapsulated the essence of democracy and the sacrifices made for its preservation. Lincoln's eloquence and wisdom have left an indelible mark on the American conscience. Lincoln's legacy is etched in the fabric of American history. His speeches, letters, and proclamations are studied and revered by scholars and citizens alike. The Emancipation Proclamation, which declared the freedom of all slaves in Confederate-held territory, was a bold and transformative step toward equality. His handwritten notes, often scribbled in moments of deep contemplation, reveal the inner workings of a mind dedicated to justice and human dignity. He is remembered as the Great Emancipator, a title that reflects his pivotal role in ending the institution of slavery in America. His vision of a nation where all men are created equal was revolutionary and set the stage for future civil rights advancements. The images of freed slaves and Lincoln's interactions with African American citizens highlight his commitment to a more inclusive and just society. The savior of the Union, a leader who held the nation together when it was on the brink of disintegration. His strategic decisions during the Civil War, including his choice of generals and his unwavering support for the Union cause, were instrumental in securing victory. The maps of Civil War battles and his meetings with Union soldiers underscore his hands-on approach and deep involvement in the war effort, and a beacon of hope for generations to come. Lincoln's enduring legacy is celebrated in monuments, statues, and memorials across the country. His image is a symbol of resilience, integrity, and the enduring fight for justice. The crowds that gather at his memorial are a testament to the lasting impact of his leadership and the ideals he championed. Let us remember his words, honor his sacrifice, and strive to live up to the ideals for which he fought and died. Lincoln's funeral procession, a somber and poignant moment in American history, reminds us of the profound loss felt by the nation. Yet, it also serves as a call to action, urging us to continue the work he started and to build a more just and equitable society. His legacy is not just a reflection of the past, but a guiding light for the future.